Right, boys, give the cloche a lift.
Can I?
Please.
Yes.
We're going to have I was going to say we're going to have a good day because Jamie's picked the gadgets. I still stand by that.
Today, we're putting a bunch of kitchen gadgets in front of some normal home cooks to test them, review them, and see whether they're worth spending money on.
So there's something in it. There's powder.
What do you think it is?
Does the powder inside impart some sort of flavour or something to...
Boy, shall I put you out of your misery?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
This is the wine wand.
Wine.
The wine wand purifier is the only product available that purifies your wine by removing both histamines and sulfites from a single glass of wine. One of the problems that people have with drinking wine is that it causes headaches, hangovers, and one of the big contributors to that, aside from the alcohol that's within
Drinking too much of
it,
it.
is the histamines and the sulfites. There are people that are allergic to the histamines and sulfites. This has been invented using, can I tell you, patented Phoenix technology to remove...
Still with the Harry Potter.
It means nothing.
To remove the histamines and sulfites from a glass of wine. I would love to find a scientific way to test this. What I would say is it's 10 o'clock on a Thursday morning.
Yes,
exactly.
We have a full day of filming ahead of us. I would like you to see how it works. Whether or not we can actually get any proper results from this, I don't know.
We won't be able to. What we can test here is a taste before and a taste after using it.
We've given you a Primitivo. It's an Italian wine from Puglia. Bold, strong, rich. Probably packed full of sulfites.
All those three things describe the same thing, don't they?
Yeah, but it tastes like red wine, but it is a strong red wine,
this,
I'd say, in terms of it's bold. It is bold.
Yeah, you can tell Ben's not here because we've had a description of that red wine that it tastes like red wine. Drop in your wine wand, give it a stir for about 3 minutes. I read some of the reviews. It does go from both ends of the spectrum. You've got the people that say it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, it did absolutely nothing, to other people going, I am allergic to histamines, I've never been able to drink red wine, this has helped me have a couple of glasses and not wake up the next day feeling awful.
Before and we have after.
Okay.
Can we taste any difference? I can't, there's no
difference.
Taste difference.
No difference.
Okay, cool.
And I think that's important because if you are buying a nice bottle of wine, you don't want to remove any of the flavour because that's what you're paying for.
Yeah, that's what you're, the nuances.
One question I do have, is it a one-hit wonder? Or can I use it for multiple glasses or even a bottle?
It is for a single glass of wine per wand. Now, I have read a couple of reviews from people who said that they've used it in 2 glasses of wine and it's worked exactly the same. The company only say that it works for 1 glass of wine. All right, so how much do you think we paid for the wine wand?
£8. I'm going to £1 a wand.
I'm gonna double that and say £16 for the box.
We paid £10.66 for 8 wine wands.
How many glasses of wine do you get out of a bottle?
At home we
How many
get.
should you?
At home we get 4.
4. So 2 bottles of wine.
Well, is this a wonder cure for hangovers, or does it just wind you up?
I'll be honest, it does neither.
Yeah.
It does neither, because I can't prove that it works. If I trust the positive reviews, then cool if you've got the issue, but then you'd have to ignore all of the negative reviews. So
That's a really hard one. That's
that is
a really
a hard one
hard
for
one.
us to do.
It's a hard
But
one.
thank you for a lovely glass of wine.
That's the positive here. What is good about this is there may be someone watching that thinks, I really struggle with these. At least it's something to try that they may not have heard about.
Yeah.
And it might work. And therefore, this has been worthwhile.
Yeah, I'd say it's cheap enough to give it a go.
Yeah.
Well, after a very helpful, conclusive review, let's move on to number 2. Right then, boys, lift the cloche.
Please. Ooh. On the front, it clearly says what it does. And you will never guess it. But have a go.
First glance, there's a digital button panel, right?
Yep.
Okay. And there's what looks like quite similar to like an ice cream churner, although this doesn't seem to be... Is this for making a bisque?
There's 4 things this claims to do, which I don't understand how are related. This is a Greek yogurt, vinegar, cheese, and pickle maker. I don't know how those things are joined up.
Boys, this is the Kuvings Greek yogurt and cheese maker. It's far more than just a yogurt and cheese maker because it gives access to a whole range of healthy, homemade, fermented foods at the touch of a button. You can make your own Greek yogurt, pickled vegetables, vinegars, vegan cheeses, or even use it as a slow cooker or preserver. So what are the key things that you need for making things like fermented goods, yogurts, cheeses, pickles?
But also the right temperature.
You need
Temperatures,
constant temperature.
yeah, controlled environments.
Exactly. That is your controlled environment and temperature.
What are we making?
Want to make some Greek yogurt?
Yeah, I do.
Never thought that.
Don't know how to do that.
So realistically, yogurt is a fermented product. You get that fermentation from mixing bacteria with something that contains sugar. So milk contains the sugar, add bacteria to it, give it time, give it temperature, and turn it into a fermented product, as we know as yogurt. What we've given you is full fat milk plus some of the bacteria.
What specifically is the bacteria? Not that I'll know.
Starter culture.
It's just like a starter culture. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it also says you can just use Greek yogurt. Okay.
This is cool. Okay, so what do we need to do?
Add the milk to your starter and mix together. Okay.
Okay. And then we add
2 grams.
grams.
There's 3 grams in there, so
Is there?
there is a 3 gram sachet.
Okay, milk there.
Milk,
Up to the line.
sachet,
Sachet. So the bowl and lid.
then lock it in. Press the power button for 2 seconds. An F will display indicating standby mode for fermenting. Press the menu button once to select Greek yogurt.
Okay, we've got an F. Greek
Yep.
yogurt.
Yep.
Now it says time 8.
Automatically says 8 hours. You will hear a beep after 3 seconds and fermentation starts.
We're on the way to Greece.
Fermenting is completed after 8 hours. I can get to Greece in 8 hours.
And back.
8,000 years ago, people would store milk in dead animals' stomachs, which obviously contain a lot of bacteria and enzymes, and that's how they naturally fermented and created, pretty much by accident, yogurt and cheese.
Yummy.
Okay.
Okay, right.
So after 8 hours, that is what you get, as we've then put it into the fridge for about 3 hours to what they call ripen. I think that helps to set the consistency, add flavour, just let that fermentation settle.
Okay, well, so you've definitely got something that looks like it could be a yogurt consistency.
It looks pretty solid with a wet bit on top.
And then you got about 1/4 of a centimetre of liquid on top, which, when opening a pot of yogurt,
always does.
you do get the bit on the top.
So now we've got to pour it through the filter in the other bowl, cover the lid, leave it in the fridge for another 6 hours before serving.
It's okay, we can salvage this.
Okay, so it's then slowly going to, like a filtered coffee, it's going to drip really slowly.
Yeah, and if you're making Greek yogurt at home without one of these machines, the recipes will say that you strain it until you get your desired consistency.
All of the yogurt is back in there.
Right, lid on, fridge, 6 hours.
So after 6 more hours in the fridge, that is your Greek yogurt.
It looks nice
Yes,
and smooth.
proper.
It is the texture I'd expect. See if
Cheers.
it's a taste.
Yep, sour.
Oh, it's really tasty.
Really tasty, actually.
I'd actually say it's probably
Oh,
more.
more flavoursome than... Yeah.
It's got more flavour than the Greek yogurt I'm familiar with
Yeah.
out of a pot from a supermarket.
I wasn't sure about it because I was thinking originally, how much was that litre of milk and how much would you buy this for in the shop? Flavour-wise,
It's better.
much better, much
well.
better.
Well, how much do you think we paid for the Kuvings Greek yogurt and cheese maker?
100 quid.
£30.
Really?
Yeah.
We paid, Barry Taylor, £129.
Okay.
I could see myself using it in the future, not now.
I think it's a great product and little to no risk attached to it.
Well, you know what everyone's asking at home?
Nope.
The Greek yogurt and cheese maker, is it ferment for you?
Nice, that's good.
Or does it just hurt your feelings?
Well done, well
Good.
done. You spent some time on that one.
I think it's ferment for you if you can afford
Yeah.
it and justify it.
It's ferment a future me, and I like it.
Lovely. Let's move on to the next one. Fancy another?
Yeah.
Lift the cloche.
Oh! What do you do? What do you
Put
do?
something in there, it grinds it. Is it nuts? So you're going to
Falls
get
out
a
there.
powder out
Feel
of
it. That is beautifully made. Oh,
Is
what?
it? Oh, it's
love-
heavy. Oh my goodness,
I
it's
know.
really heavy. And it comes with a clamp.
Boys, this is the Schnitzer Grain Flaker. With the Schnitzer Grain Mill and Flaker, you can prepare delicious and healthy food at home at any time, knowing exactly which ingredients are included. Make cereal flakes for porridge, fresh flour for bread and cakes, or freshly ground spices for what they call exotic cuisine.
Can we try it?
Yes. Okay, so we figured out the knobs on the side are basically pulling
The wood together.
this
at the
wood
front.
together, which is therefore pulling the two grinders closer together. If you unscrew them and relax them, this gap widens and therefore brings the grinders slightly further apart, so you can
How
adjust the grind.
How flat do you want your porridge oats?
Yeah, pretty flat.
So it claims that you can mill 80 grams of oats in about 20 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, it is satisfying.
So here's a word I'd never heard of before. You put your oat groats.
So these are groats.
Yeah, they're essentially it's the hulled kernels.
So these are essentially just flattened groats. So it's squashing them together.
So industrial cereal production often requires heating the grains to make smoother and more shapely flakes, but this processing also removes the oils which begin to oxidize once flaked to go and buy porridge oats, even though they've been through all the processing.
for me, morning is about routines, and a part of my routine is I make an amazing coffee every morning. I grind my own beans, I do all that stuff. It's part of the ritual. I can see myself, my porridge, doing the same sort of thing with this. It's a way of slowing down the morning a little bit.
So if you want to, we have some milk, a pan.
Yeah, knock them up.
If you want to make some porridge. So looking up a few prices, you can buy oat groats, it's about £3 for 500 grams, or you can get a kilogram of already flaked porridge oats for about £1.50. Maybe
Yeah.
even a pound,
Okay.
depending on what quality you go for.
Yeah,
It's
so-
the supply and demand that's set up to deliver.
Right. The oats do look completely different from the ones you buy.
Yeah, they do. They're less powder. They've got less powder.
Yeah.
On them, like excess.
Yeah.
I actually would say it's got a slightly different profile. It tastes more homemade. Do you know what I mean? Which is nice. It's really nice. I don't think it's any better. I just think it's different, and maybe it tastes a little bit more rustic.
The question is, boys, how much do you think we paid for the schnitzer?
I really like it.
It's really solid. It seems really well made. I think it's £100.
I could see this in a posh cooking shop for, 150 quid, which is crazy.
Well, I'm glad you said that because we paid £198.90.
Okay, it's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
It's a real wake-up call when that hasn't gone through the process of being flattened and then boxed and put on a supermarket shelf is still more expensive
Yeah.
than the end product.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest learning
Yeah.
in all of this.
You know what everyone's asking in the comments? The schnitzer flaker, is it the goat
You're right.
or is it just a bit flaky?
I imagine there's many of these out there that are probably cheaper, but what we can say about this one, really well made, absolutely solid, does a fantastic job. If you're into it and you've got the money, it will do exactly what you hope of it.
I can't afford the goat, but it is it.
Boys, are you ready for some fun?
More
Oh, God.
Yes, I am.
Not Jamie.
He's
Fun.
ending on the spot.
This one's going to be great. Boys, lift your blindfolds.
There was a lot of commotion. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa!
what is this?
It's a marble run machine.
It's a water park.
It wouldn't work in my kitchen, but I've got a funny feeling it might suit Cush's. I don't know what his kitchen's like, but...
Boys, have you heard of Nagashi Somen?
No.
This is a Nagashi Somen noodle water slide.
Sorry.
Whoa. Now I'm even more in. I'm even more in.
A noodle water slide.
This allows you to bring the wonder and the magic of Nagashi Somen into your home. It's perfect for the summer months. The water slide allows you to chill your noodles whilst providing fun for family and friends.
Why do you chill your noodles on a slide? I don't understand.
Yeah. Talk to us about what those noodles are and why this is helpful for creating them.
I think a video might be an easier way to show you. So just have a look through some of these videos.
Oh!
Nagashi Somen is a way of eating chilled noodles in the hot summer months, helping to cool the body. Noodles are floated down, often bamboo slides or cold water streams, and diners catch them with chopsticks before dipping in sauces and adding accompaniments. This has become a really popular restaurant concept in Japan. It's gone across Asia. It's so much fun.
Right, talk us through how we do this.
So, fill up the reservoir with water at the bottom. You're going to turn on the pumps. You've got one pump there which is going to circulate the water around and around, so you get a whirlpool. And then you have the other button which is going to pump the water.
Do it.
Okay,
So there you
right,
go.
whirlpool.
That is whirlpooly
Sucky.
and sucky.
Here we go. We've got a woo!
We've got a water slide.
So let me give you everything you need. You've got 2 dipping cups of sauce. You've got your Somen noodles, and just pop this on here.
Oh, yes!
So Nagashi Somen literally means flowing noodles. There is science behind this because the water keeps the noodles hydrated. It keeps them soft so they don't dry out. They are, because they're going to be cold, they're going to cool your body in the hot summer months. Now, Barry, before you put the noodles in the top, as a Japanese chef, you have to shout something.
Oh, yeah!
Okay? You have to shout, Ikuyo!
Ready? Do it. Ikuyo! Oh,
There you go. Here we go. Missed it.
okay, this is a good game. You got this one.
I've got this one.
Oh.
Here we go.
Big one. Go on, mate.
It just comes down this slide so quickly.
Yes! So the practice of Nagashi Somen came about in 1959 in a Japanese noodle restaurant, House of Chiho. And it's become incredibly popular, spreading throughout Japan. Now, whilst they're served like this in some restaurants, Japanese people also eat them like this at outdoor summer parties, at home. And as temperatures in the summer start to rise, Japanese department stores pack the shelves with noodle slides.
They are really refreshing. You expect them to be hot and therefore wonder if they're going to be nice cool, but they're really nice and they're actually really refreshing.
So traditionally, you should actually be dunking your noodles into the suyu sauce. Like pick them up
Is
with.
that why it's in a glass, not just because?
So you're going to get them
lazy?
straight from the water slide
Dunk.
into the glass and then eat.
Come here.
Come
Come here.
go.
Let the noodles come to you. Like, get in them. Interesting.
Yep.
Dip it. Dip it, slurp it.
Dip it, sip it.
All right.
Good, right?
That is really
So
good.
refreshing. You got a splatter on your glasses.
Oh yeah. I really enjoyed it.
Happy splash all over your glasses.
Well, how much do you think we paid for the Nagashi Somen water slide?
I've got no point of reference for this. £200.
Oh, you know what? I reckon it might be cheaper.
It could well be.
I reckon it might be £100.
Boys, we paid £46.92.
Because it is the sort of thing you buy from Fisher Price, isn't it? When that existed.
What it really makes me want to do is go and try the real
Definitely.
thing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Japan.
Well, you
Thank
know what everyone's asking in the comments?
Oh, wow.
Would you send your nudes down a water slide?
100%.
Or is it just a bit Nagashi?
I'm sending nudes.
I'm sending nudes.
nudes.
All day long.
Wow.
Well, over to you in the comments. What do you think about those gadgets? Would you be buying them? And always let us know what gadgets we should be testing next.
That is exceptional.
Wow, well
mate.
done.
Wow. Wow.